I'm at the yard of Alan GREEFF and as usual going to catch up a few comments about the horses before they step out for racing in the Eastern Cape on Friday, which will be on the turf, 8 races. Now Zambzi Sunset will get the yard underway in race 1. He is an unraced gelding by GREEFF and he'll be stepping out in those prolific colours of Mr. Moore.
Morning, Nate, and Zambzi Sunset, aptly named from Mr. Moore and Adrian, and nice looking horse, quite big, and I think he'll run a nice little race if he's not too green, but he's quite a big horse, and I think this will be hopefully a good starting point for him.
Joining us in pick is Golden Grey. Now he'll be in action in race 2. He's just got to put his mind on the job. Things have to go his way, but if they do, he can convert those recent seconds to a win.
Definitely, I think Bridesmaid is what comes to mind when you see him. He's quite a lovable horse, as you can see, and he just needs a bit of luck. He was a little bit unlucky last time. He just didn't get there, but knocking on the door and big runner in this sort of field.
And Fantasy Girl next up in race 3. She's a horse that can find quartets.
Yeah, we lost our way a bit with this filly, and we're trying over a bit more ground, and hopefully, taking the blinkers off and ride her maybe a little bit differently, and hopefully we can find a spark there.
2 runners step out in race 4. Walk on the Wild Side. She's the flying finisher. She races off a short break and she does go for a hat-trick bid. She'll be joined by Final Edition, who's been putting in some super finishes of his own of recent, and he can certainly get involved.
Yeah, Walk on the Wild Side. I mean, she's really finished off her races well last time, and from that draw I'm sure she's going to be coming from off them once again and holding form, looking well. Final Edition likewise is really looking well in his coat, and he's been unlucky. He's always running on, just hasn't had the gaps and the crack to get it right, but always looking very contentious in the finish. So if he gets the right path through the race, I think he's a huge runner.
Moving on, next up in race 5 will be Mr. Fox. Now he left the maidens as he liked last time out, unopposed. He'll be having his post-maiden run. Joining him will be Sweet Nothings, who will enjoy a neat draw.
Yeah, Mr. Fox won really well last time, and he beat, I thought, a weak field on that day, and you can't take it away from him. Nice big horse, and Richard got off and said, put him over further, so we're stretching him a little further now, see what he can offer us. It is his post-maiden run, but I think on his work he can be in the money once again, and Sweet Nothing's not far off them, going a bit further this time, got a decent draw, and she'll definitely be finishing off her race as well.
Moving on to race 6, Winter Emeralds will be in action. Now he's another who won well on local debut last time out. Yeah,
he did win well, Nate, and I think he's a type of horse that could follow up on his work. He's working nicely, good looking horse and his work suggests that he won't be just a one-time winner, so I'm pretty hopeful that he'll be there again. Competitive field, but I think he's not out of it.
Now we move to the feature of the afternoon, race 7, which is the listed Lady Slipper Stakes over 1,400 metres. First up, Augusta Rossa. She ran a very respectable post-maiden last time out in the Dahlia Plate. She'll be joined by Golden Palm, who will have her first run back in the Eastern Cape after a scintillating Grade 2 victory in the SA Fillies Nursery at Turfentine. And then Silver City. She was a little bit disappointing in the Dahlia Plate. She can do better.
Yeah, Augusta Rossa I thought was a good post-maiden run, and she's drawn nicely at 2. I think she's a filly that's progressive and will improve with each run. I don't think the distance will be a problem. Likewise, Golden Palm, she won a really great race in Joburg last time out, but I think she's a type of filly that will relish this 1,400, and she's a big filly, good stride on her, and I think she'll really do well over this ground. Silver City, I think we can write that last race off. She's definitely better than that.
And finally, the yard closed with Coastal Path in race 8. Now this fellow loves track and trip. He's in steady form, and once again he looks to be a runner.
Definitely, he's always there and thereabouts. He very seldom knows how to run a bad race. He's consistent, and he's got a big heart, this horse. He always gives off his best, and you'll see him really flashing up late. That's his style. When he gets up, he never wins by far, but he's always running on late, and I think definitely a horse that will do that. We've had a bit of rain, there will be a bit of give in the ground, and I think that will be suit him down to the ground.
Have to agree with Alan. I think Coastal Path is going to be in the mix. Whatever your play on Friday, don't leave him out.